Honorable Chinedu Martin, I didn't see you stand up. Period of illness. Let Honorable Dube.
Honorable David Idris Zakaria. I represent the good people of Ida Federal Constituency, the center of Igala Kingdom. I am from Kogi State, Mr. Speaker. I come under 8.5 to move motion on the urgent need to address the rising incident of kidnapping in Ida, Ibaji, Igalamela, Odolu, and Ofu Federal Constituency of Kogi State. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues.
About the rising cases of kidnapping and violent crimes in Ibaji, Ida, Igalamela, Ofu Federal Constituency, Kogi State, which has heightened fear, disrupted economic activities, and led to the loss of lives and property. And in particular, the recent report of kidnapping and attacks on commuters along major highway, and invasions of rural community by armed criminals. Consign that the criminals have continued to operate with impunity, exploiting security lapses and inadequate manpower and difficult terrain to perform their heinous acts. Mr. Speaker, again worried that on Sunday, March 16, 2025, 18 passengers in ABC transport bus traveling from the southeast to Abuja were kidnapped by gunmen around Aloma in local government area of Kogi State. Trouble that prior to December 13, 2024 adoptions, a cycles riders returning from the farm and other travelers returning from the Enugu market had also kidnapped along the Usuka-Ida route, and their whereabouts remain unknown till date. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, cognizant of the primary purpose of government as is assuring in Section 14, subsection 2B of the Constitution of the Federal Republic
Leader, please
of
approach
Nigeria,
the chair. Leader.
1999.
Majority Leader, please approach the chair.
As author, which is the security and welfare of its citizens. Agenda 2, improving national security of the legislative agenda of the 10th House of Representatives and the express needs to ensure the protections and the preservations of lives. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, resolve to urge the Inspector General of Police to establish a mobile police force squadrons base at Ajogidibeje Junction in local government area of Kogi State, which is central and strategically located to tackle kidnapping and other forms of criminality in Ida Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, ensure the immediate establishment of a police station at Ajewu in local government area of Kogi State, which is a transit settlement leading to Ida, Ibaji, Odolu, including Otukpa and Osuka to Enugu.
You promised me to abridge this motion, please.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Urge the Chief of Armed Staff to establish military checking point and post at flash point along Itobe, Oshadamu, Ofejiji, Ejule, Aloma, to Otukpa branch and other points around the constituency. Mandate the House Committee on Police Affairs, Army, and Legislative Compliance to liaise with the Inspector General of Police and the Chief of Armed Staff to ensure that the above police and military observations point, bases, posts, and formations are established and effectively manned, and to report back to the House within 4 weeks. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
And the seconder. Yes.
Honorable Jamu, please, let's dissolve that mini parliament. Order, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
My name is Honorable Peter Anyekwe. I represent the good people of Anambra East, Anambra West Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I stand to second the motion, able moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a straightforward motion.
I promise to abridge this motion. Mr. Speaker, this motion is on the public is of urgent public importance on the need to increase security presence in Ngokpala, Imo State, as a result of instant killings, kidnapping, and banditry along Aba-Owerri Road. Mr. Speaker, the House knows that the primary responsibility and purpose of government is the security of lives, property, and welfare of the citizenry, as enshrined in Section 14B of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The House is worried that the instant killings, kidnappings, and banditry has recently taken on upsurge in Ngokpala local government, and if not checked, might lead to complete state of anarchy. The House further knows that on February 7th, precisely, bandits mounted roadblocks between Ihite and Umuhu communities of Ngokpala Council, situated along Aba-Owerri Road, attacked and hijacked a Sienna SUV commuter with its occupants having shot the driver. The House is aware that just recently, precisely on the 5th of March, there was another repeated attack by gunmen in their numbers, which led to loss of lives and disruption of economic activities along Aba-Owerri Road in Umuohi, Ihite, Umechem Junction, all in Ngokpala local government area. The House is concerned that the Air Force checkpoint at Sam Mbakwe Cargo International Airport have proved inadequate to checkmate these killings and kidnappings going on in Ngokpala, and there is therefore need to increase security presence in Abombise and Ngokpala. The House resolves to urge relevant security agencies to deploy additional personnel and resources to Ngokpala to curb these crimes. The House further urges the Inspector General of Police to carry out a thorough investigation into the increasing case of killings, kidnapping, and banditry in Ngokpala, and take immediate steps to arrest the situation. The House mandates the House Committee on Compliance to ensure compliance and report back to the House within four weeks for further legislative action. And the House urged the House to observe a minute silence for the driver and passengers who lost their lives as a result of this banditry. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Moved by my colleague, Honorable Matthew Owogu. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues. My name is Honorable Metachine. The motion is a very important motion. You agree with me that Abombise Ngokpala is my sister constituency. So I'm amending that that there should be also police presence in Ayazumbise the federal constituency, and also investigate the killings and in Ayazumbise federal constituency. I so amend.
Thank you. Any second to this amendment? Honorable Bosong, second.
Honorable colleagues, suspend our rules to enable me take this motion of urgent matter of public importance on the urgent need for the federal government to intervene in the menace of erosion and flood in Fege Federal Constituency. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Any second to the first leg? Yes. Uche. Honorable
Thank you.
Okonkwo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Uchenna Harris Okonkwo, member representing people of Idemili North and South Federal.
Let me go straight to the motion, Mr. Speaker. The House notes that there is an impending disaster of flood and erosion in Kano, as it is predicted that heavy rainfall might lead to flood and erosion within the period of prediction. A motion, Mr. Speaker, was brought before this House on the 25th of July 2023, and again on the 27th of June 2024 by my humble self, stating the ordeals suffered by my constituents, and resolutions were made by the House, but unfortunately action is yet to be taken to that effect. Aware that, Mr. Speaker, Kwarin Gogau, Emma Tagabas, Kwachiri, Sabon Birni, Alpha Tudun Bojuwa, Alasawa, Jaba,
and Kwakwachi, all in Fage local government area of Kano State, are facing severe and destructive environmental degradation and poverty as a result of erosion and floods occasioned in the said communities. Worried that as a result of this erosion, the flood, industrial development have been shattered and sources of income have been wrecked, which in effect has led to low food production. This environmental degradation needs to be addressed and their effects need to be reduced on the populace. Resolve, Mr. Speaker, to further urge and re-urge the Federal Ministry of Environment, the Ecological Fund Office, to, as a matter of urgency, intervene by assessing the erosion problems with a view to ensuring the execution of erosion control and remediation projects at all the affected communities. Number two, Mr. Speaker, to also urge the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to supply relief materials to the affected areas. Further urge the Federal Ministry of Works to rehabilitate and reconstruct the affected roads in the affected community. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Any seconder? Yes. No, you've moved the motion before. Any seconder? Yes.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm from Nasarawa State. I stand to second the motion raised by Barrister Shehu. I so second. Thank you.
Speak for Irele-Oktipa Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Ondo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to move that this House received the report of the House Committee on Population on a bill for an act to repeal the National Identity Management Commission Act 2027 and to provide for the establishment of a national identity database and the National Identity Management Commission charged with the responsibility for maintenance of national database, the registration of individuals, and the issuance of identity credential and for related matter. Mr. Speaker, I therefore seek your leave to lay this report. Mr. Speaker, I so move. Thank you.
Any seconder? Leave it here. Any seconder? Any member of the committee? Are you a member of the committee? You can raise your hand. The second business of the day is presentation of reports of the Committee on Youth Development on the bill for an act to establish the National Youth Welfare Service.
Respected colleagues, my name is Honorable Martin Sesson. I represent the people of Oron, Mbu, Okobo, Udumuko, Urefon-Orugu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Youth Development on a bill for an act to establish the National Youth Welfare Scheme Fund to manage and coordinate youth welfare services to reduce challenges in governance and security in the country and for related matters. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Thank you, Honorable Essin. Any seconder to that? Yes, members will recall that the matter was referred to the committee on Thursday, 11 July 2024. The report is ready for presentation. Honorable Sada is invited to present the report. Honorable Sada. Honorable Sada, the floor is yours. We'll receive inclusive governance. We'll receive on security and policing, amongst others, as well as electoral matters. So in our order paper today, we have about 39 of those proposals for second reading. What we're going to do today, considering the weather in the room and the urgency of pushing this to the Constitution Review Committee for them to study analysis, I will ask that the Leader of the House moves that we suspend our rules to have the second reading of all these bills from number 2 to number 40.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that we suspend our rules to enable us to take 03 Abbas Tajuddin and Marcus Onobu, Honorables. HB 79, Francis Ejirogan Ewaive. HB 1212, Namdi Ezechi, Honorable. HB 115, Mukta Shagaya, Honorable. HB 1230 and 1354, Honorables Kwamoti Bitrus Lauri and Patrick Umar, Honorable. HBs 1729 and 1730, Honorable Mansour Manosoro. HBs 1569, 1345, 1346, and 1877, Honorables Patrick Umar, Mansour Manosoro, Wale Busaya Oke, and Ishaya David Lalu. HB 1886, Honorable Afam Ogene. HB 1341, Honorable Patrick Umar. HB 1924, Honorable Shehu Dalhatu. HBs 3369, 1309, Honorables Francis Waive Oluwole Oke and Gali Mustafa Tijani. HB 619, Honorable Benjamin Okeze Kalu. HB 1320, Honorable Sada Soli. HB 2175, Honorable Ahmed Idris Wasem. HB 1783, Honorable Siso Ikbaga. HB 1197, Honorable Daniel Asama Ago. HB 2170, Honorable Adebayo Olusegun Balogun. HB 1193, Honorables Tajuddin Abbas and Marcus Onobu. HB 1811, Honorable Akinde Tunde Rotimi. HB 1419, Honorable Kafila Togbara. HBs 1305, 1807, Honorables Francis Waive and Akintunde Rotimi. HB 2176, Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase. HB 1850, Honorable Abbas Tajuddin and Marcus Onobu. HB 1700, Honorable Mansour Soro. HB 1404, Honorable Babajimi Benson. HB 260, Honorable Mutu Nicholas Abomo. HB 994, Honorable Sada Soli. HB 1217, Honorable Aminu Jamo Daura. HBs 1306 and 1514, Honorable Francis Waive, Honorable Nye Uchinyere, and 34 others. HB 1381, Honorable Mansour Soro. HB 1154, Honorables Mansour Soro and 5 others. HB 1649, Honorable Gochinyere, Onyeye Ikeagono, and 24 others. HB 2166, Honorable Adebayo Olusegun Balogun. HB 2167 and HB 2183, Honorable Adebayo Olusegun Balogun. Hello, Adebayo Balogun. HB 2168, Honorable Adebayo Olusegun Balogun. HB 2169, Honorable Adebayo Olusegun Balogun. HB 2173, Honorable Adebayo Olusegun Balogun. HB 2122, Honorable Benjamin Okeze Kalu and 6 others. HB 1931, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas and Marcus Onobu. HB 1811, Honorable Akintunde Rotimi. HB 1419, I think I read that before. I think that's a repetition. Honorable Kafila Togbara. HBs 1305 and 1807, Honorables Francis Waive and Honorable Akintunde Rotimi. HB 2176, Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase. HB 1850, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas and Marcos Onobu. HB 1700, Honorable Mansour Soro. HB 1404, Honorable Babajimi Benson. HB 260, Honorable Mutu Nicholas Abomo. HB 994, Honorable Sada Soli. HB 1217, Honorable Aminu Jamo Daura. That's all? I think it looks like they're repeating this. I think that is about all. I think the others looks like repetition of the same thing we had read earlier.
Okay.
I so move.
Thank you. Minority Leader.
Transition of substantive heads of courts in Nigeria and strengthen the procedure for removal of judicial officers in order.
Mr. Speaker, I'm standing in for the House Leader. Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli Jibia. Mr. Speaker, I move that this House do consider the report on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Universities of Agriculture CAP F22 LFM.
Name is Honorable Abiodun Derin Adeshida. I represent Akure North, Akure South Federal Constituency of Ondo State. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to move that the House do consider the report of the Committee on Federal Road Safety Commission on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Road Safety Commission Establishment Act 2007 to empower the Federal Road Safety Commission with the responsibility for road traffic administration and safety management, preventing and minimizing road traffic crashes on public roads, the supervision of users of such public roads, and regulation of traffic thereon, and clearing of obstruction on any part of the public roads, and for educating drivers, motorists, and other members of the public generally on the proper use of public roads and matters related to safety on the public roads and for related matters thereon. That's HB 1604 and 1401, and approve recommendation therein. I so move.
Any seconder? Yes.